Yeah, it was definitely tough, I guess. I mean, I was, because when I got the second surgery early in the year in October, I was told it was 3 or 4 months, and but obviously it was my second surgery, so we were going to be a little more cautious and make sure when I come back I'm, fully 100% and with no issues. But here we were, I guess, 4 or 5 months later, and I was working hard all year to really come back and play. And when I saw things going a little south, and the organization, the team, not wanting to risk anything and let me play, I was kind of a little bit frustrated and miserable, to be honest. But looking back at it might be a good decision here, and I feel I've been feeling great all year. So it's now that it's behind me, it's done with.
The last player to wear a C here was obviously Giroux. Was there anything that you were able to pick up from him that you might use now that you're wearing one?
Yeah, definitely. I think played with him for 11 years, I think, 10, 11 years. So definitely a great guy, great leader, really competitive guy, and would be there for his teammates. So yeah, definitely learned a lot from him. Got a chance to be a little bit around Chris Pronger too earlier in my career. So I've been around some good veterans, and I've definitely learned a lot as I've grown into this league.
Have you heard from Drew since the announcement?
He texted me last night, yeah, congratulated me, and was happy for me.
How's Jimmy Drysdale integrated into the group? I mean, George said that he was shocked by the trade. How have you sort of seen him navigate these first few weeks or months with you guys?
I think he's been great. He's fit right in. He's a really good kid. Exciting player. Can skate up and down the ice really well, and has a lot of offensive capabilities. So yeah, he's a great addition for us, and he's going to be a big part of our plan here moving forward, I think, down the road.
You've obviously been with Travis Konecny for a little while, and he gets a letter as well. How have you seen him maybe develop into earning a leadership role on this team?
Yeah, he's definitely earned it. He's really grown into the player he is over these last 2 years. I think he's really taken a big step forward, and I've always kind of seen him a little bit like as my little brother, as he's a little younger than me, but we're not quite far difference in age, and just to see him grow throughout the years and mature on and off the ice, he deserves it, that's for sure. He's a big player on our team, has a lot of impact, and guys look up to him. So yeah, it's well earned for him.
Which areas has he really grown on the ice? The big development curve there.
On the ice, I think it's I think he's always been kind of a not a high risk player, but a really offensive minded guy with not too much care on the defensive side of the puck, I think, earlier in his career. But he's really taken a big step in being more responsible, knowing when to take risks and not. And I think you can tell in his stats these last 2 years, his plus minuses has been really good. So I think that's a huge indicator that he's playing a well-rounded game now.
What's your favorite Pronger memory?
Favorite Pronger memory? It's been a while, and I've only played with him for, I think it was like 10 games. So, but just his presence in the room, the way he would talk whenever he spoke up, it was a big presence, that's for sure. And he was all about being a good pro and being hard all the time and doing the right little things in practices and making sure those translate into games. I remember, I think one of my first practices, I came down on a 2-on-1, and it was on him, and I kind of slowed down, and might have passed it back door, and he wasn't too happy, and but he was right. He came up to me. He's like, "You can't slow the game down like that. It's the NHL here. It's fast in a game. This won't happen." And he was right. It's sometimes in practice you can do some things, but they don't relate to games. And he was all about making sure we get good habits in practices and in game. So that's probably one thing that stuck out to me early on.
Have you